James, it's October. You know what that means. It's time for all sorts of ghostly activities, ghostly doings, haunted houses, places of interest that terrify us. I am standing in front of the Linda Vista Community Hospital. It's an old mental institution that's been around since 1938, and all sorts of ghostly paranormal activity has happened here. This place is famous for the doctors murdering its patients, and oftentimes you can hear the sound of a little girl crying in the night, and there are cold, wet spots in the place. The smell of death lingers in the hallway. Most frightening of all is a ghost that whispers, "Coward!" Let's go talk to these people over here. Are you filming here?
Yes.
What are you filming for?
The unit.
Did they warn you before you came here that there'd be weird things that happen?
No, only asbestos.
Are you sensitive to ghosts? Do ghosts approach? Have you ever?
Yes, actually, I lived in a place. It was actually an orphanage, and the kids, and they buried.
What is it about orphanages where they're always killing the kids? I've more places are.
But you know, one night, and I'm not joking, somebody got into my bed with me. I felt like a cold.
You were raped by a ghost.
No, I wasn't. But I felt like a cold breath on the back of my neck.
A cold penis against your butt?
No.
Well, that was just terrifying. Look, here's the ghost of Liana. Oh, and look, there's blood. Look, you can see the blood going down the walls. The blood of Liana? Look, there's a bottle full of urine. Oh my god. Look at how hot that is. It's a bottle full of urine. Ghost urine. I bet if I drank it, it would have ectoplasm. Oh my god, that's so vile. I'm standing here in front of the creepy staircases here, in which a woman has been pushed down the stairs and fell to her death. I think, maybe. I'm sure something like that happened. Okay, moving on. We're here in Bellflower, okay? And I'm standing with Kristy, who is a WOW employee and also one of the native daughters of Bellflower. And might I say, you are the prettiest flower in Bellflower. You went to this high school.
I did. I went to Bellflower.
And it's haunted.
It has a few ghost stories, yeah.
Tell me one of the ghost stories.
There was a girl who didn't get a part in the play, so she got into the theater and hung herself from the middle.
She hung herself? Do you guys know about the girl who hung herself from the theater?
Sometimes weird things happen, like maybe the lights will switch on or something.
You've had a personal experience?
I was stage managing a play a few years back, and right as I turned on the house lights, the phone, which I had placed off the hook, started ringing.
Stop it! The ghosts from the netherworld were calling you?
Yeah, they called and I picked it up, and I could hear like two voices, like a girl and a guy, like mumbling, and I freaked out, and I tried.
It's like that Twilight Zone episode where they're calling from beyond the grave. Well, I don't know if you knew it or not, but the K-Mart here is haunted.
Yeah, I didn't know that actually until you brought it up.
Yeah,
hilarious.
Apparently, there's a woman in the stock room who is a worker here at K-Mart, and she's the ghost of a woman who worked here, and she just stocks all night long.
That's so sad.
Okay, we're entering into the K-Mart now. Hold on, let's ask the managers. Hi, you guys. Do you know about the ghost?
Oh, yeah. It's a long rumor that we just don't want to tell people about to scare them off.
Have you ever seen anything weird happen back there?
No, I've heard about it, though.
Really? Other workers have seen things?
I don't know. All I know, there's something out there that's a little spooky, but that's about all I know.
That's so interesting, really? Okay. Oh my god, we're being kicked out again. We are in the middle of nowhere. We are in the middle of the boonies, looking for a house called the Boonies. The Boonies is a very famous house, and it is said that an insane man and his rabbits lived in this house, and the rabbits were all shaved. Passers-by would see a faint red glow coming from the house. They would also hear the high-pitched wailing of the bunnies as they were being shaved. You get why it's so scary, right? The rabbits were shaved. It's just one of those really creepy stories. I don't think we're gonna find any bunnies here today, though. I don't see anybody. Right? So finally, here we are. We've come all the way out to Garden Grove now. We are at the Midnight Adult Video Bookstore, which I've come to many times. Apparently, a man was stabbed here during a bad drug deal, and now there is a ghostly presence that haunts the store. There's a man in a white cowboy hat who goes into the video booths and joins people, because it's supposed to be just one person at a time, of course. I mean, you know the rules. Let's go and see if we can talk to somebody who's coming in or out of the bookstore. Hi, can I talk to you a second about the haunted bookstore? No. I'm going to go in and see if I can talk to the person. Turn the light off. I'm going to go see if I can do this. Okay, so anyway, so I went in to talk to Greg, the manager of Midnight Book. Many times, apparently, the motion sensors will go bananas in the middle of the night, and although they don't personally watch the surveillance tapes, they send the surveillance tapes off to some surveillance company, and they said, what was that man doing walking around at 3 o'clock in the morning? They closed at 1:30, so that's a little spooky, that's a little odd. I just want to ask you one question, just one little question, no? Oh, also one of the things that I asked Greg about, there's a wet spot over by the third booth as you walk in to the right. Now I've been in that booth. I spent some time in that booth. I can tell you there is a wet spot, but it was mine. It had nothing to do with a ghost. So, yeah. So, happy Halloween. Oh my God, how scary. It's a James Freak Show out.